Yo, what's going on, everybody? Excuse me. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Medicated Sports Talk. I really don't know what episode this is. I'm gonna have to get that shit together, to be honest with everybody, because I have them all like in my iTunes, but I have no idea. They're just labeled as dates and stuff. I need to get this shit together. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Yo, the draft last night. That shit was dope. I always love watching the NFL draft. It's probably one of the best things ever. Especially as like a football fan, like you just get to see where these young, exciting players like are gonna go to, and it's like you just when they get drafted, like you're like, all right, cool. Like so what I do is like I just try to envision how they're gonna be on that offense, like or defense, and just how they're going to come in and try to make an impact right away, especially because it's the first round. The first rounders are always given that more of a chance than, let's say, a fourth or a fifth round pick, especially the sixth and seventh. So, it's always exciting to see like where these players are going to come in and how they're going to fit the scheme. Are they going to work? Are they going to be a bust? Are they not going to work out? Are they going to end up getting traded to another team? Will they get hurt? Who knows? So, it always sucks when you just are watching ESPN or something, or you get a Bleacher Report update, and it's just like, so-and-so, it hurts, tears ACL during training camp, and you're like, no, he had so much potential, and he was the first-round pick. So it's exciting. I get real excited every time the draft comes around. So I was really hoping the Cowboys with the 19th pick. Yeah, the 19th pick. I was really hoping they were going to take DJ Moore, man. I think a few podcasts ago I said I definitely would have liked Christian Kirk, but I just kept doing more and more research, and more film study, and obviously I'm a huge Maryland fan. So it would be dope to have like one of my favorite players from Maryland, go to my favorite pro team, and I've just been waiting for that day, and I thought it was going to happen. Everyone was saying, Cowboys are going wide receiver or defense. And honestly, man, it's been lately we've been going on defense, and we built our offensive line. Now we have a third solid linebacker, especially if Jalen Smith can stay healthy. Now we added, so I'm going to try to pronounce this guy's name. He looks like Thad Castle, man. Leighton Vander Esch. Esch. I don't know, man. He looks Polish or something, but, I was, looking at this dude's Instagram. This man's jacked. I'm excited. I think he's going to come in and make an impact. Obviously, I'm more an offensive guy, so I was obviously listening to what these experts are saying, and they're saying oh, he's the number 3 linebacker. That's awesome. Okay, he was highly rated. Okay, you know what? Maybe the Cowboys maybe made a good decision. We're gonna find out, because our defense is ass, and especially with the Giants drafting Saquon Barkley now. Dude, you got to think the NFC East is gonna be tough, man. The Cowboys with Ezekiel Elliott, all right, in that offensive line. You got the Eagles and their 2 running backs, unless they let go of LeGarrette Blount. Did they? Well, they also have Jay Ajayi, and then they also, oh my gosh, they also have that 3rd running back. They have a really good running back tandem. So, I feel right now the only team that doesn't have any running back power, honestly, the Redskins. Wasn't the Redskins running back Matt Jones? And he had a lot of... Yeah, Matt Jones. No, it wasn't. He was their old running back. Dude, who is the Redskins running back? I can't think of it off the top of my head. Wow. Anyways. But yeah, I think the Redskins really need to go ahead and draft a running back because, you could just tell right away, the Redskins knew, we need to draft a defensive lineman, and they went ahead and drafted that defensive lineman from Alabama, and they know. The NFC East knows that it's going to be tough. It's going to be a battle, I think, between each and every game, between each of these teams, man. It's going to be so exciting to watch, just the grit and the grind, and just it's going to be some fights, man. It's going to be exciting to watch. I can't wait. All right, so as promised, I said I was going to be doing the top 3 games to look forward to of each week, and especially since the draft happened last night, maybe a few things have changed here and there. So I'm going to be going through weeks 4 through 6. I'm going to be hitting you guys with the top 3 games from each week. I'm going to be telling you guys some little bit of insight. So let's get it going. So I got the first one, week 4, Jets and Jags at Jacksonville. So this is a big game for me, I feel like, because obviously the Jets drafted Sam Darnold with the number 4 pick, and this is not Jacksonville's. This will be Sam Darnold's really first test against a tough NFL defense. So, I mean, he's going against Jacksonville Jaguars, and we all know how tough their defense was, especially last year, and their corners, and Jalen Ramsey, and how dirty they are. They don't play no games. So, I mean, it's going to be a real nice test, I think, for Sam Darnold to really kind of, especially if he's obviously going to be the starter. I mean, to see where he is in like his NFL development. I mean, obviously it's only week 4, it's early, but I mean, especially with the first like big defensive test like coming up against you, to see how he like pans out, I'm very intrigued by this matchup. I just want to see how he goes about that. I want to see how Jalen Ramsey manipulates him. I want to see if Sam Darnold can read the defense, or if he can change, the play calling, and just I want to see how he operates under center against a tough defense, one of the top defenses in the NFL. So my second one is for week 4. The second game to look forward to for me is going to be the Seahawks and Cardinals, guys. Now, with Josh Rosen, this man is super confident. I don't know how to take it. Is he cocky? Is he confident? Is he just good? I don't know, man. He's pretty good. But he's coming in with, like, Kobe confidence, man. Like, he's like, yo, these 9 other teams made a mistake. I'm going to make them pay for their mistakes. I mean, that's some Kobe mentality, guys. And, I mean, Seahawks-Cardinals, whew. Especially that Seahawks defense. I mean, obviously they don't have Richard Sherman, and they might not have Earl Thomas, but I do believe they will. I mean, that defense is still dirty. I think Josh Rosen going up against that defense week 4, I mean, like I said, like with Sam Darnold, I'm excited to see his progress as he goes along and he's continuing and playing against these tough teams. I mean, some teams have weaker defenses, obviously, than others, but, I mean, they're all pros. Let's not get that wrong. But I want to see how Josh Rosen is going to handle it against Seattle's defense. Luckily for this game, it's in Arizona, because if this was in Seattle, I feel like this might be my number 1 game because of Seattle's home field advantage. So, and then the next game I'm going to throw at you all is the Bengals and Falcons. And I mean, I am so excited to see Julio Jones on one side and Calvin Ridley on the other side. Wow, I just completely fucked that up. Calvin Ridley on the other side. And, I mean, with Matt Ryan throwing bombs to those two, I mean, dude, Matt Ryan could put up 500 yards easily in a game. I'm not even bullshitting with Julio with like 200 yards. I mean, it's going to be such an explosive offense. I don't even know where to begin. I can't wait for that game. I think like I'm gonna throw out some bold predictions for everybody. All right, for the rest of this whole podcast, guys. I feel like Matt Ryan's gonna throw for 450 yards and 5 touchdowns in that game. I feel like he's gonna go off. I feel like he's gonna and then Calvin Ridley's gonna be like, "Welcome to the NFL, rookie," and he's gonna pop off. I'm going to give Calvin Ridley 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's my bold prediction for that game. All right, guys. Week 5. Man, my hand does look fucked. I fell longboarding. Anyway. Yo, Vikings-Eagles, week 5. All right. 2 of the top dominant defenses in the NFL right now. Easily. I mean, you talked about, Tom Brady can read that defense. He can tear it apart in the Super Bowl. And, I mean, those Eagles tore him a new asshole. I mean, they completely confused Tom Brady. And, I mean, I feel like they're going to completely confuse Kirk Cousins, you know. especially with it being a home game at Philadelphia. Philadelphia's going to be hyped. I feel like they're going to be riding like a 3 or 4 game win streak, you know. That city's going to be fucking going. I'm excited to see how Kirk Cousins plays against that defense, because this will be a really big test for Kirk Cousins. I mean, he's going up against Philadelphia's D. He's in Philadelphia on the road again. You know, to me, I feel like Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. But man, he could blow this game. And it's not like the Eagles are not familiar with him. They just played him every year for 2 times a year. So, I mean, they know what Kirk Cousins is going to bring to the table. They're going to be attacking him. And I feel like the Eagles are definitely going to come out on top, but it's going to be a close matchup. For week 5, second game to look out for, guys. All right, everybody. Bold prediction right here. Lamar Jackson is going to be starting by week 5 for the Ravens. I don't know. Call me crazy, guys. Call me crazy, people, but I really feel like Lamar Jackson might be starting in this game. Maybe the Joe Flacco gets hurt. Maybe they're just like, yo, Joe Flacco, you're just butt. So let's play Lamar Jackson. You know, I fell asleep at the 26th pick, and I woke up probably like 1 in the morning, and I was like, dude, who did Lamar Jackson go to? There's no way he didn't get drafted. I'm so glad he got picked up last pick, first round, drafted by the Ravens. He comes in confident. He's like, I'm going to bring y'all a Super Bowl, guarantee that. And you know what? Honestly, I feel like Lamar Jackson is... I'm sold on him, man. A lot of people are doubting him, but... I mean, it's just like the athlete he is and the competitor and his nature to win and just make plays and just see outside the pocket. I think, like, I believe in Lamar Jackson to be successful in the NFL. He's got the arm, he's got the legs, he's got vision, he's got the size. The only thing he really needs to really work on is, you know, just not running outside of the pocket and running downfield and, you know, just like an RG3, don't get hurt. But he's way better than RG3. So, I mean, that's just my bold prediction. So, I feel like, with that being said, I have the Ravens-Browns game to look out for. I feel like Baker Mayfield I feel like he could be a franchise quarterback. I mean, it really sucks with, like, the Browns and how horrible their luck is. Like, not even luck. It's just, like, they don't know what they're doing. Their general manager, you know, from the head coach to general manager to, like... It's just so screwed up. Every year you're bringing in a new quarterback and you just can't find a way to make it work. It's mind-blowing. It really is. So I feel like, you know, Baker Mayfield and Javarius Landry and Josh Gordon. Oh my God, that's an explosive offense. I feel like this year we're going to see a lot of explosive plays from all these teams, man. There's a lot of athletic freaks coming in and... just like these signings and just, oh man, it's going to be a hell of an NFL season this year. I can feel it. I feel like each year we're just, the offensive records are just getting shattered. And I feel like this year it's just going to be a breakthrough, man. I just feel it. That's just something I feel. So I feel like with the Browns and Ravens, I mean, that's a rivalry game. I mean, you got, what if Lamar Jackson is starting versus Baker Mayfield, 2 Heisman winners going at it, you know? And I mean, in past history, you know, it's like the Heisman winners never really have the great success, but, you know, it'd just be nice to see these 2 quarterbacks, you know, just find the groove and get things going. That'd be awesome if Lamar Jackson is starting, and I'd be like, told you guys. So the third game I'm looking forward to definitely is going to be, so for me, it's going to be Raiders-Chargers. And I'm going to make a bold prediction. I feel like Phillip Rivers is definitely going to throw for at least 400 this game. I mean, I'm not impressed with the Raiders' defense. I mean, obviously their record didn't... They obviously said they weren't that good. But, I mean, like, I watched them, and... I mean... That defense is nothing to, like, brag about. I feel like, especially with Phillip Rivers, he's just always putting up big numbers like that, and every year... You know, I mean, last year he's putting up 4,000 yards. 4,000 yards, that's what makes you elite, man. You got to put up those 4,000 yards. You got to put up those 30 touchdowns, those 35 touchdowns. That's just me. I mean, I'm just looking forward to see, like, an air attack with Phillip Rivers, and I want to see him dominate the Raiders defense. All right, guys. All right, everyone. I keep saying guys. Like, I don't know why I keep saying that. It sounds fucking weird. All right, everybody. Week 6. So this is the last week, and next week I'm going to do weeks 7 through 9. All right? Especially since the draft is rounds 2 and 3 are tonight. Oh, yes. That shit's the best, man. And then I'm going to hit you guys with the weeks 7 through 9 after the rounds 2 through 3. So hopefully I can bring you all a video tomorrow updating my schedule and everything. So let's get it. Week 6. Eagles-Giants. That Eagles defense, dude, their defense is like a kind of like a dream team right now. From back away, like especially when they had that dream team a few years ago. That was a few years back. Yeah, it was. And they completely fell apart. But I don't see it happening this year. I feel like with that Eagles defense, especially that front line, going against Saquon Barkley and the Giants, I'm excited to watch Saquon Barkley. I mean, he's got a lot of hype around him. I don't know if he's better than Ezekiel Elliott, but I feel like they're definitely about the same. Absolutely. I mean, their build is a little bit different. But man, he reminds me of so many players. I feel like Saquon's going to rush for at least 100 yards against that defense, though. I feel like that he's going to really like show himself, and like he's going to be like climbing and climbing and climbing, and he's going to have that breakout game against that top defense. I mean, I feel like he's going to have a breakout game week 2 or 3, you know? I mean, I don't think week 1 where he's going to just show himself to the NFL, and here he is, but that would be amazing. But I just feel like that's just, I just feel like Saquon Barkley's going to really start to like show himself like Ezekiel Elliott did around week 4, week 5, his rookie year. That's an exciting matchup as well. I mean, you got OBJ on the outside. You got Eli Manning as your quarterback, and then that Eagles defense. I think that's just going to be a hell of a matchup, especially if OBJ is not hurt. Like football's so much better when he's not hurt and he's on the sideline throwing tantrums and then blowing up and just going for 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. That shit's awesome. So the second game I'm going to give you guys is, there I said it again. I'm going to give everybody is to look out for is the Panthers-Redskins. And like I said, I love offense, man. So I feel like the Panthers, especially with DJ. Okay, now that they have DJ Moore and Torrey Smith, both Maryland, both dirty turfs on the outside, definitely good wide receivers. I feel like Cam Newton's going to have a field day, especially with Christian McCaffrey, and you can put him out wide or play him in the slot or just dump it off to him or hand it off to him. I mean, the Redskins don't have a great defense. I mean, let's be honest. Like, I'm not trying to be a hater because I'm a Cowboys fan. Like, I'm just saying that defense is nothing special. I mean, you got Josh Norman. He's aight. So, I mean, I'm really looking forward to that. I feel like Cam Newton's going to put up big numbers. I mean, Cam Newton's always having like a great season, good season, bad season, good season, great season, bad season. I feel like he's about to have another great season, and he's just going to really be like, he's just going to really show why he's an elite quarterback. I definitely put Cam Newton in eliteness. But that's me. I mean, obviously you watch him sometimes and he has those off throws and you're like, what the fuck? But it's not like an every game thing where, like, I'm just going to use Joe Flacco as an example. Like, Joe Flacco is super inconsistent. That man can go 1 game super bad, 2 games good, 5 games bad. And that's horrible. I mean, yeah, you won a Super Bowl, but you got lucky with that pass interference, and Cam with Colin Kaepernick throwing that pass to Michael Crabtree in the end zone. Anyways, yes, I'm looking forward to this game. Panthers, Redskins. Panthers are going to go off. I feel like they'll put up like 40 points that game. Don't quote me, though. And then the last game I'm really looking forward to is the Bears versus Dolphins. Okay, so last year I definitely said Mitchell Trubisky's a bust. He's horrible. And I mean, it looks that way. Like, he looked like a Jared Goff. But he looked, I guess that's a comparable person to put into perspective for him. So I'm curious where Mitchell Trubisky will be in his development in his second year. I mean, is he going to be written off completely? Is he going to be a bust? Is he going to like make that progress like Jared Goff made in his second season, where Jared Goff just looked like a complete, almost won MVP? I mean, he is MVP caliber type. Is it going to be that way, or is it? Are they going to have a completely new quarterback by week 6? I'm not sure. So that I'm definitely really, really, really looking forward to this game, especially because, like I said, I called him off. I don't think he's anything special, but I mean, I called Jared Goff off, and I mean, look at him. Unless that was just one really good season, but I mean, I feel like Sean McVay is taking that team places. That's another story. So, guys, thank you everybody for listening. If you are, leave your thoughts, comments. I'd appreciate it, people. Just show some love, everybody. Medicated Sports Talk. I'm a hopefully see you all tomorrow and give you all some shit to listen to. All right, guys. Medicated Sports Talk. I'm out.